In the latest development in the investigation in the alleged land scam involving Hemant Soren, there is a sensational link that has now emerged to a Congress MP. Now, the details that Times Now has access to show that Enforcement Directorate has been joining the dots between former Chief Minister of Jharkhand and Congress leader Dheeraj Sahu. Let's take you back in time and remind you that Hemant Soren is currently being investigated in an alleged land scam, and as part of that investigation, the Enforcement Directorate had seized a BMW from his Delhi residence along with 36 lakh rupees in cash. This car, as per the Enforcement Directorate, is linked to another tainted leader of the Congress party, Dheeraj Sahu. The central agency says that the BMW is registered at the residence that belongs to Dheeraj Sahu in Gurugram's Manesar. They also say that it is registered to Dheeraj Sahu's company. Remember, Sahu is the same leader who was raided by the Income Tax Department, and bills of cash worth over 350 crore rupees were recovered by the IT sleuths. ED has now summoned the Congress MP as part of money laundering investigation against Hemant Soren. He is likely to be questioned about his this very BMW SUV. Just last night, ED sleuths again searched his residence for over 2 hours. Incidentally, both Congress and JMM are in alliance in Jharkhand. Now, let's tell you about a Times Now super exclusive. Times Now was hot on the trail of this particular BMW that was seized from Soren's residence. We were the first ones to get you these visuals of the high-end luxury car. The ED has now claimed that this BMW is linked to Dheeraj Sahu. So Times Now tracked down the address that this BMW was registered at. We have managed to access the property tax notice for this house, which is registered in the name of a man called Nishant. ED, however, alleges that this house is linked to Dheeraj Sahu. Now, Times Now just did not stop here. We also went to the very house in Gurugram to investigate and find out the facts for ourselves. In fact, our reporter Tejashree spoke to several people there, including the cook, the property dealer, and even vegetable vendors. They tell Times Now that Congress MP Dheeraj Sahu keeps coming to this house.
Cash of rupees 63 lakhs has been seized, and apart from that, 2 BMWs have also been seized. And what important to note is that one of the BMW that mentions its permanent address, registered address in Kadarpur, and that is the address from where we are reporting right now, 63A, and this is this particular address in Kadarpur. And surprisingly, what we are being told is that this particular house belongs to the Congress MP, Mr. Dheeraj Sahu, and this comes as a surprising revelation because remember that raids were conducted at the residence of Mr. Dheeraj Sahu also long back, in fact a few months back, and now this particular surprising connection has emerged between the cars that have been seized by the Enforcement Directorate, the address mentioned in that car, and this residence of Congress MP Dheeraj Sahu. The security guard and the cook who stays over here at this particular residence confirms that this residence belongs to Mr. Dheeraj Sahu, who is the Congress MP, and in fact this house has been built. It's been more than 5 years that this house has been built. दादा ये एड्रेस जो है, ये एड्रेस जो हम आपको बता रहे हैं 63A कदरपुर विलेज, ये यहीं का है
जी।
अच्छा, यहाँ पे अनंतराज स्टेट मैनेजमेंट सर्विसेज, ये यही एड्रेस है जो हम दिखा रहे थे? जी जी। अच्छा, ये कब से था घर यहाँ पे? अभी
4-5 साल हो रहा है।
4-5 साल हो गए। किसका घर है ये?
ये धीरज साहू का।
धीरज जी साहू का, जो कांग्रेस से बिलोंग करते हैं उनका।
जी।
अच्छा, और आप यहाँ पर क्या करते हैं?
खाना बनाने का काम करते हैं।
खाना बनाने का काम करते हैं। But certainly we are also confirming from several people who are staying over here, which is that building and who stays over here?
This is some politician, Mr. Sahu building is this. This is also, they have multiple property over here. They have a few cars also which every day come and go, so we always see them.
सबसे पहले तो ये बताइए कि जिस एड्रेस की हम आपसे बातचीत कर रहे थे, क्या वो वही एड्रेस है जिसके सामने अभी हम खड़े हैं? धीरज जी, आप वो घर यदि बता पाएं, ये जो सामने दिख रहा है 63A अनंत स्टेट,
वही एड्रेस है, बिल्कुल करेक्ट है। खरीदे 2 प्लॉट उन्होंने लिए थे और मैं अमन सलीम जी को भी जानता हूँ। ये प्रॉपर्टी एक्ट में मैंने उनको परचेज किया था।
So what exactly is the link between Soren of JMM and Sahu of the Congress? My colleague Meghna takes us through the entire process of joining the dots.
Absolutely, Priya. As we all know, the obvious political link between the two of them is that Congress and the JMM are in an alliance and together ruling the state of Jharkhand. But this is what the Enforcement Directorate has claimed. They say, first, of course, this is stating a fact, Hemant Soren, he has been arrested by the Enforcement Directorate. From him, they have managed to recover this blue BMW, this SUV, which was seized from Soren's Delhi residence in Shantiniketan. This, incidentally, belongs and is registered to a firm, a private firm called the Anant Raj Estate Management, and the owner of the BMW is this private firm. This is the registered address. And what is the registered owner and the registered address to that is that of a Manesar house. So Times Now managed to access this registered address's property tax detail. The property tax notice is showing that this address, which has been named as the owner of the BMW, which links to this BMW, belongs to a man named Nishan. Who is this man named Nishan? What's his link? We'll have to wait and find out more about him as the ED is currently probing this case. Now, incidentally, this is the house that we, Times Now's reporter Tetri, went to, and these are the visuals of that very palatial luxury farmhouse that you can see on your screens. And when we went there, there are people who testified, as we just played out for our viewers. They say that this house belongs to Dheeraj Sahu. This is the direct link that the ED is now claiming, that this house actually belongs to Dheeraj Sahu, this house of Manesar. We'll have to wait and see, based on what they have said, that this house and this BMW belongs to Dheeraj Sahu. But so far, the Enforcement Directorate, remember, has summoned Dheeraj Sahu, this time in the case related to money laundering of Hemant Soren. 10th of February is when he's expected to be asked some tough questions about this Manesar house and this BMW.
All right. Thank you, Meghna, for getting us those details. Remember, when Hemant Soren was arrested by the Enforcement Directorate, the opposition and the CM himself had played the tribal card. They alleged that an Adivasi was being targeted by the BJP. Today, when there have been cash recoveries and ED itself is saying that there are links to the Congress leader as well, are there still any parties who will come to their defense? The answer seems to be yes. This time, the support has come in for the arrested Hemant Soren from Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal, who also, by the way, happens to be under the ED scanner. He says that central agencies may next arrest chief ministers of other opposition-ruled states.
यह अब इनका एक नया हथियार आ गया ईडी तय कर लेते हैं कि इसको जेल भेजना है तो उसको पकड़ लेते हैं उसको जेल में डाल देते हैं फिर सोचते हैं अब इस पे क्या मुकदमा करें इस पे क्या केस बनाएं फिर ये केस बनाते हैं अभी हेमंत सोरेन साहब को इन्होंने जेल में डाल दिया अभी तक उनके ऊपर कुछ भी साबित नहीं हुआ है अभी उनके ऊपर मुकदमा नहीं चला है अभी मुकदमा शुरू भी नहीं हुआ है और ये तो किसी को भी कर दें कल मुझे पकड़ के जेल में डाल देंगे विजयन साहब को पकड़ के जेल में डाल देंगे स्टैलिन साहब को पकड़ के जेल में डाल देंगे सीतारमैया साहब को पकड़ के जेल में डाल देंगे सुखविंदर जी को किसी भी को भी पकड़ के जेल में डाल देंगे और सरकार गिरा देंगे